Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ronald and I write code. So in this video, we are going to be running a React Native app using Expo. So what is React Native? React Native is an open source UI library framework created by Meta Platforms. It is used to develop applications for Android TV, iOS, macOS, and all these others. So it is a cross-platform framework whereby we can build both an iOS app and Android app using the same code base. On top of that, we can also build web applications still using the same code base, which is React Native. However, running a React Native project can be very complicated, right? So you're setting up the Android development environment, you're setting up the iOS development environment. So it can be really challenging, especially if you're a beginner. So how do we navigate that? That's where Expo comes into the picture, where Expo is a set of tools and services built around React Native. So Expo is just built on top of React Native to provide more of a seamless and easier way to use and build apps using React Native, right? So all you need is a recent version of Node.js, a phone, or an emulator. So as long as you have Node.js and your phone, you're good to go. You don't need to set up a lot of other stuff. So we need a recent version of Node. If I do Node-v on my system, I have Node 20.8.0. Let me see Node. I want to see the latest version. So we're on 21 currently, which is the current version. I'm on 20, but it's as long as you have like from 18 and onwards, you think you're good to go. So then you shall come to this URL expo docs.expo.dev. So all you have to do is copy this command, npx create expo app my app. So my app, you can replace it for the name of the app that you want. So I'll call this to do app. I click enter. So that command will then create all the files and set up the project that we shall need. We shall then open it up using both simulators iOS and Android, and also a phone. Okay, so our project has been set up. So let us open up this project using in VS Code. So I'll bring my window here, and I'll go to File, Open. I'll go to Desktop to do app and open that up. Now that you have opened it up in our VS Code window, all you have to do is come to package.json and run this command expo start. So I'll use yarn and yarn start. So this yarn start will come to this script and run expo start. So I click enter and our project is running. So when the project runs, let me just expand this up. So this is what happens when that command runs. We have this QR code that we shall then use, but for now let us focus on these ones below. So if you're using Expo app, press A to open up the Android emulator. When you press I, open up the iOS simulator, and these other functions to open debugger, reload app, toggle menu, and all that. So I'll first run this on Android by pressing A. So I have an Android emulator set up. I installed Android Studio and set up the Android emulator. So even though on the emulator I don't have the Expo Go app, so it is first going to download it, then after install it on Android. So if I can pull up my Android emulator, so there it is, running it on my Android emulator. After this runs, I'm also going to run it on the iOS simulator so that we can see how our app works. So let me run it again. Okay, what's wrong? Yeah, and cool. So it has finally run this menu that you can go through. So I'm going to do the same for our iOS simulator, and the command is I just click I. Still I don't have the Expo Go, so it is going to download it and install it so that you can use it to run our app. Yep, iOS is running. It's a menu that you can go through. Disable fast refresh. Not sure why someone would want to do that, but yeah. So press A again, right on Android, and it's working. So this is our React Native project that is running. So to make any changes, for example, if I'm to change this text here, I'll come to my upload.js file. That's where I can find this. I can say just disable that, put hello world. If I save, changes to that. Not running on Android. Let me do that. Android is kind of delay, so let me try and get that working so that we can both be able to view them at the same time. And yeah, we can see hello world. So I can put another text here. We'll come back to my channel. It shows up below. My name is Ronald, and I write code. So this is it. We can give this some styling. We shall look into this in further videos, but let's just give it a font size, say 20. Let's give it a color, say red. Let's just give it some padding. Let's give it 20. You can see this text goes down. So we can also come to the second text and you can say font size, just give it 17. Right color, let us give it purple. Oh, sorry, this is a string. Let me just reduce this. Color, this is a string, purple, and then margin bottom, we just give it 30. Spaces itself from the bottom, and then lastly this text, you can say font size, just give it 30. Oops, okay. Let us align it in the center. Let us give it a color. Just give it blue. Yay, my name is Ronald and I write code. So that's it, guys. This was more of showing you how to install and run React Native. Yeah, so in further videos would be seeing how we can build better apps and a lot of fun stuff using React Native with Expo. So if you're an enthusiast, React Native enthusiast, or you're a beginner and you want to learn React Native, I'm going to be pushing out a lot of content with React Native. So please subscribe and like this video. Yeah, and see you in the next one. Cheers.